how to actually earn the maximum points for the Lighter DEX airdrop. Everything I say in this video is a result of testing on 30 wallets with over $150 million in volume. We are going to cover what has worked in the past and what exactly works today, and also how much your points are worth, estimate how much you could potentially earn in the airdrop. Let's quickly cover the platform itself before moving on to the actual alpha. So if you don't know already, Lighter is a decentralized perpetual exchange. It's a ZK rollup on top of Ethereum, and it's backed by a bunch of reputable names in the industry. So to start trading, all you have to do, go down below, click the link in the description and use the referral code. Although it's in stage 2 right now and it's public and you don't have to use an invite code, I still recommend you do, because you can get a points multiplier, a discount in fees, and you learn good karma. And also support the channel to make videos like this. This is the platform, pretty typical to any other exchange that you'd find. All you'd have to do is either connect your wallet or use your email to sign up for the platform. I'm gonna go ahead and connect my wallet, and after that, to create your account, you deposit 5 or more USDC, verify your ownership, and that's that. So just before I show you how to actually earn the maximum points, let's cover how they go about the zero fee stuff. Now, the way Lighter achieves this low fees is not because they don't like money, it's just one of the marketing tactics. Now, they don't want to lose money either. So what they do is what is called a priority order flow. Well, you may ask, what the heck is this? Now, in simple words, what that means is that market makers and high frequency traders are given priority in the order book, while their orders are rushed through and your orders would be given a lower priority of being filled, because these guys just pay money for that privilege. As the Twitter account White Whale mentions, these market makers and high frequency traders just pay the exchange for the privilege of trading against you. And as you can guess, this is the same playbook many scammy centralized exchanges run quietly to funnel the retail flow to their market maker partners. And regarding any kind of these new perpetual dexes that are popping up, not just Lighter, they are just dressed up to make it seem DeFi and transparent, fair, or decentralized. They're all using these buzzwords, but it is what it is. Though I just wanted you to know what you're getting into before you get into it, unlike many other crypto so-called YouTubers. So this is what the Lighter points are going OTC. Even if we take the current bid price at 80, that would be ridiculous. But not just that, but people are saying these Lighter points might even be worth $200 before the TGE actually occurs. Now hold your horses, because there are ways to actually earn more points for the amount that you spend in trading. Now you don't want to miss that out, do you? And I'll also be covering how much your airdrop could actually be worth. So just stick around, we'll do the math. But for now though, let's see how you can actually earn the maximum points. So if we take a look at the pairs available, there's BTC and ETH, which provide us with a maximum of 50x leverage. So one of the strategies here is to open sub account, and if you read between the lines, they say sub, which also means subscribe, which means you should subscribe to the channel. Anyway, you open sub accounts and also put in some volume on those, but that volume should not just be consolidated to BTC or ETH, because you have to scroll down and find pairs that have a low open interest or a low trading volume. So you can just click on this to filter by that. So now that you know where to actually put this volume, that is in multiple sub accounts and also your main account, and on the tokens that have low volume or OI, now comes the part of your frequency. You can just close your position anytime after 10 minutes, give or take, which seems to be the sweet spot. But once you go below this, that is what you would call wash trading. And you do not want the guys at Lighter to find you doing this. As you can see, they are taking cyber, self-trading, and similar activities very seriously. And you're just shooting yourself in the foot here. So if you do not actually know how to trade, you have to put in volume artificially, but don't make it seem obvious. Just open your trades and close your trades with a decent time in between each. And then after that is done, you have volume in your main account and also your sub accounts. Go and grab an API by going into tools, API keys. Then you can hop onto their Discord and grab the API role, which is pretty simple. And also the points will be distributed every Tuesday. So go check your position in the leaderboard and how many points you have earned. The withdrawal fees is free via the secure withdrawal feature, and a $3 fee applies for fast withdrawals if you have under 100 points. You can also install Lighter on your mobile app by clicking this little button on the top right corner of the platform. And going back to the Discord role, you can get the OG role by helping others in the community, which you can try to earn if you have the time for it. Now, if you go back into the platform and click on public pools, now the public pools are not going to earn you any any points, but the lighter LP is going to earn you a staggering 61% APR. But if you want to take more risk, you can jump into the user public pools where you're going to get higher APR and you'll also be earning points. And in case of a liquidation, 1% fee on notional, which is triggered by the mark price, and the fee obviously goes to the LLP, the lighter liquidity pool. But that's not just it. There's more to it, which would allow you to earn, yes, a lot of points. Let's hop into this article by Info Insightful on Twitter and check what actually matters and what doesn't. As I mentioned, low liquidity tokens give you a lot more points. But yes, there are more things like having a positive PNL gives you 30% more points, as they want to reward real traders and not just volume farmers. For the same reason, Sharpe ratio also matters. So if a Sharpe is larger than 5, you get 20% more points. Now before, the liquidations actually meant points, but that isn't the case anymore. But you could get 1 point for every dollar that gets liquidated for the first time on an account. So you could spam this on your sub accounts. As I mentioned, they're an important part of the strategy. Let's hop on to what actually works today, which includes a mix of tokens. Now you should be trading a lot of lower volume tokens, but once you do that, you can also find the mid liquidity tokens, as they have less volume than BTC or ETH and also have more volume than some of these low tokens that I've talked about. Since these low tokens only have like 2-3x, but these have up to 20x leverage and also give you a better spread efficiency. Now we've talked about sub accounts and liquidations, but in the recent findings here, it's mentioned that a single massive liquidation could rake in points for just one wallet, but now it's the reverse. The more liquidations on the same wallet equals a sharper decline in your points rate. So 100 wallets getting liquidated for $10 each gets a lot more points than one wallet getting liquidated for $1,000. And also on days of mass liquidations, where there's just a giant wick down on the 4 hourly candles, you'll get fewer points for getting liquidated, because obviously a lot of the traders get liquidated at the same time. Now the same thing as before, the positive PNL gives you significantly more points, giving you an advantage even if you do not have a lot of funds to trade with. And now that you know how to earn the maximum points and what your points are worth, let's talk about the airdrop and what that could be worth potentially. But right after that, I'm going to show you something that is going to blow your brains. But yeah, that's you and your mind blown. Although I know it looks like this guy's wearing a funny hairstyle with a cap. Let's not speak about that, because this is the math for the airdrop, which you can pause and take a look at for as long as you want. Look at this graph here. This shows the TVL for the perpetual future decentralized exchanges, and on the top we have this blue line just shooting above everyone else. And if you take a look, it's none other than Lighter itself. And now here's another graph that shows the Lighter TVL growth forecast. All that means is just a Lighter here is just making money left, right, and center, and everybody is depositing their dollars into Lighter among all the other dexes. Now, if you stuck around till here, let me share a secret with you. When you are farming for an airdrop, you don't want more people to be looking at the same protocol that you are. Oh, no, 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 you don't want them. The best time to farm Lighter was May, June, and July, before this Aster stuff took off and everybody started flocking into Lighter. Yes, you could make money, but it's, a little harder. So let's take a step back here and look at all these other exchanges that work exactly the same as Lighter, do not have a token yet, have a points program live, but none of these other people are looking at it. Now, what do you see here? I see an opportunity to make more money from this airdrop. So along with the link to Lighter down in the description, I'm going to share links to all of these other small decentralized exchanges, which you can use to sign up and do the same thing that you're doing on Lighter. And not just that, I'm going to leave a link to this video in the description and as well as on the screen right now. Go click that. I share my strategy that I'm using to farm all these perpetual dexes at the same time and rake in a lot of points.